Glad to see you could make it today.
Oh God,
Love that post.
Thank God we did one more show before the year ended.
2 nights, I don't work 2 days in a row.
Oh wow! All right, so this is our final show of the year. This was Larry Melnick's request. He wanted to do a final show, and he got all dressed up. What's Rochelle wearing? Why are you wearing her jacket?
Is that her bathrobe?
No. Come on, Chief.
You just get your hair dyed? No.
Hey, that's what everybody says, but no, I don't. That's dippity-doo from Walmart, $2.
Oh, gosh.
I should get a couple gallons of that then if it's the dippity-doo.
Yeah.
You know, no wonder you got that bad knee, too. We saw that video you today with a mountain bike. PBRs. Oh,
well, the doctor, because of my knee, the doctor says there's a few things you can do. You can swim, you can bike. What's the other one?
Drink beer.
Drink beer. Yeah, that's about it. Take lots of meds.
Got to work that vastus medialis.
That's right.
Yeah.
The teardrop you were talking about yesterday, Tom.
Good job, James. Nice. I like it. Very nice. Gresh, how are you doing?
Talking to my daughter. I don't have time to talk to you guys right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Didn't have any time yesterday either.
Mel, you got a cocktail going? You do, don't you? You got a Caesar?
I got a Caesar with, of course, Steve Smith did that, of course, and then Chaser PBR.
Actually,
no, go ahead, Tom.
Well, there's an article in the, I think the New York Post talking about how they should cancel the Henrik Lundqvist night because it probably people won't be able to get in and 50% capacity, all that. So,
well, that's good. Delay it.
Delay it till Mel can get there.
That's right. Do it like in March or April when we can golf.
Yeah. Here's George's birthday today. George Schlereth. And he and Deborah Hausingmeiser, it's her birthday as well.
And it's my son's birthday too.
Nice. Which one?
Jagger's 20.
Happy birthday, Jagger.
Jagger, happy birthday, all three of you.
Yeah, happy birthday, everybody. But he's not feeling good. He's got kind of the flu, so we're gonna do something for him during the week. But he can't wait till next year.
That's a day away.
So he can go gambling. A year from now.
Somebody was ripping you, Ron, because you couldn't make it to the show yesterday. Do you want to explain all the particulars and don't miss anything, please?
Well, I'll explain something to you that if they're ripping me, here's what it is. Talk to my ass, my head's tired. There's no other explanation for it. I don't work 2 days in a row. Mel.
Gresh, did you have fun?
I was playing 4-card poker, right? You get dealt 5 cards. So there's a bonus thing for 5 cards.
Hold on, it's a 4-card poker and you get 5 cards.
Yeah, but you can use 4 cards, but then there's 5 cards for the progressive bonus.
That's 9 total?
Well, if you look at it that way, if you use both eyes, it's 9, yeah. Okay.
Well, 4 and 5 is 9, right?
Well, yeah, you can use it for 4 and you can use it for 5, but it's 2 different things, the same cards. But I get dealt the 4, the 5, the 7, the 8 of diamonds. So I don't look at the last card. So I already got a flush for the 4-card poker, lay it down, bet the money. So I'm going to win about 200 or 300 there. And so we go through all the people on the table. My son's there and his buddy and another guy. Nobody has a 6 of diamonds. The dealer doesn't have the 6 of diamonds. So that only leaves 13 cards left, plus the one I have is 14. That could be 6 of diamonds for 52,000. So the dealer picks my cards up, looks at them, sneaks at them a little, sneaks a peek. It's a red 6. 6 of fucking hearts.
Nah, too much money anyways, Ron.
Yeah.
Here's a good question we got to talk about real quick. If they change the date for Henrik Lundqvist's thing, what happens to the people who spend all the money on? That's one of the issues you're trying to deal with. What will happen with that? So
good luck.
Yeah.
They paid. Have they bought from like scalpers or they bought secondhand tickets?
Or the secondhand tickets, yeah. So I think some of you heard people paying like $3,000 a ticket to be there and all that kind of stuff. So
are they in their minds?
They should have 2 nights for them then.
Yeah. That's right.
I have every night for them.
Huh.
So, Ron, like we're not done with you yet. What you went to the casino, which is in between New York and Boston, and you end up in Boston because of.
Well, can I interject? Can I interject, Mel? I've done some more research. I found out that he was just kind of throwing me off the beaten path a little bit. He really never made it to Boston.
No, I did the day before. Hold on. I was looking for a juicer. That's where I went there.
I thought you just got one. Didn't you get one 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
This story's falling apart.
I took it back.
Oh, you took it back. Okay, that's right.
I'm not buying. I don't think that he really ever got one. But that's I don't doubt Ron. He's our good friend and we love him. But
Tom said that Best Buy doesn't sell them.
I corrected that. I did my research and found out they do.
Yeah, so I never heard any apology.
Oh no, you did on that show.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, well, you had your Mel Stanley Cup rings in your ear.
So did you win or lose? Ron, did you win or lose yesterday?
I won.
How much?
Well,
that means you really didn't.
Quite a bit.
Really?
That's
yeah.
Good.
Okay, so Larry wanted to do this show today because we want to highlight all the highlights of this past year on this very show that we're all on.
So we're going to. What time is it now? So we're done at 2:08. 3:08.
There's some highlights. Come on, there's some highlights. The highlight to me, the highlight, number one highlight would be when Mel came up with the powder bags. That was a highlight.
Well, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, you know what the highlight for me is? Reconnected with you guys.
Yes.
I haven't seen Mel in a long time, 30 years, and he hasn't aged a day. And so it was, for me, it was fun watching.
Yeah. And
even seeing Mel emerge onto the show. So that was awesome. And getting caught up with him. And Tommy, you and I haven't seen each other for about, 5-10 years, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So I see Gresh. I've seen Gresh at our games, and he's made trips out west. So,
right.
But it's obviously it's fun for me to catch up with you guys.
It is fun, yeah.
And you know what? It is that we've been part of the same family as teammates, and 15, 20, 30 years later, it's like nothing has changed, and we're right back to where we were. Oh. Right back to Tommy and Gresh making fun of me, sitting at the back of the bus and mocking me. I sat in the middle of the bus.
But you know what, James, what I like is, and it's a great point you bring up, that you have no problem throwing yourself under the bus a little bit too. Like when you're talking about doing the crossovers on your knees, like you actually told the story. We didn't have to tell the story. So that was
true story.
Which one was that?
Oh yeah, Gresh, you don't remember that,
eh? That's probably the best hockey story ever.
How about the one? We've had some fans jump in with some pretty good lines too. Like the guy that jumped in and said that his ex-wife used to love James Patrick, and now his ex-wife is married to a woman. Go figure. Do you remember that guy? Yeah. Oh man.
James can change him.
That's true. That's true.
That takes magical powers.
Push him over to the dark side. Yeah.
that or use this.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't.
You haven't even opened it. Yep, we'll open it.
Oh, I did. It's nasty.
Spray it in your room.
I sprayed it on my barbecue and lit the barbecue with it.
Yeah. That's good.
Tire cleaner. Oh no. Good.
Yeah.
So here, Ira again. So just so you know, Mel finally friended Ira, and we've still not gotten a thank you. All he talks about is himself.
Right? He actually wished me Happy New Year. That's the first thing after we abused him yesterday. That's the first thing he said to me in the whole year. So.
And no thank you. Still no thank you, though, right?
No, just Happy New Year. He didn't thank me, nothing. And another guy that I've been talking to is Tony Long. He was all over me yesterday. Like, if it wasn't for this show today, I would have gone 3 days without having a shower. So I'm glad we did do that.
Why would you not have showered?
Because we were snowed in and I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, you don't want to shower when it's snowing.
Yeah, it's like you in your black T-shirts. You just don't give a shit what people say. You wear the same one every freaking day.
You know, I read an article about who's the guy that owns Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, he wears a black T-shirt all the time too, so he doesn't waste time looking through his wardrobe. That's what I'm told.
Yeah.
Don't follow him. Don't follow him, Tommy.
No. Bad guy.
Hey, Mel, did Steve Smith make that poster for you?
Yes, he did. Yep. I talked to Steve Smith.
Especially for this show?
No, I've had that up before.
Yeah.
It's an old one.
The guy that scored the goals?
Yeah, no, not the guy that scored in his own net. That's Steve Smith in Buffalo.
Is that where he lives now?
Assistant coach in Buffalo, right?
Who is he?
He was until they made the coaching change.
Oh,
well, he got fired too.
Or either that or reassigned. I'm not sure, but he's not on the bench anymore.
Huh?
I don't think he got fired then. Maybe he's up with the headset upstairs. I could be wrong.
Okay.
That would be a first, but it could be.
Do any of you guys belong to like DraftKings or anything like that?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad.
So somebody here, Joseph Lugwadice, tells us he's a coach for the Rangers. Steve Smith is.
What?
No, he's not. Gord Murphy is the defensive coach.
Right, maybe the minors or something, though, right?
Well, he was with Buffalo till they made the coaching change.
Oh, okay. Last year, though. That was last year.
Well, that was last year. Yeah, that was before the season. That's right. Sorry.
I can't believe Steve Smith could score in his own net. How do you do that?
It's an art, Ron. Not everybody can do it.
Oh, I've done it too, Tom.
For us fans, it gives us this is poetic here. Listen to this now. I'm going to get a tear in my eye. Hold on. For us fans, it gives us a chance to be part of the locker room banter and teasing without having to see Tom walk around topless in a towel. Ira really put some thought into that. Again, he has to overestimate his importance by putting
it wasn't the topless; it was the bottomless. It was Gresh walking naked to the
with a cigarette
hanging out of his mouth. That's that image that I can never forget.
Oh God, is that true? Like, in the way he walked too, like he was supposed to be doing that. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh God,
it was like a daily thing, the daily occurrence. Seeing Gresh walk right through the middle of the dressing room, cigarette in his mouth.
Okay, so what was your highlight of the year, James, on this show?
My highlight.
One highlight.
Geez, I can't even think. Whatever you gave it any thought. My highlight was I was, as a fan, watching you guys and getting reconnected. I really liked Dave on the show.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned though. So it started off. Mel and I weren't part of it, but Dukes and Dave.
Yeah.
Dave were part of it.
Yeah.
And I might have mentioned that about a year and a half ago in Winnipeg, Dukes was in Winnipeg for a charity hockey game, and I was a teammate of his for a year. And I was at a bar restaurant that him and some friends came in, looked like they were right out of Hollywood. But I went over to say hi. He had no clue who I was. Not a clue. And even after I told my name, he
Dukes?
Yeah, Dukes.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't know who he is half the time.
Oh, God. Oh.
But I don't know, as far as from the show, I mean, I think it's fun to the connection with fans from our era. I mean, I can do without the toilet bowl seat references anymore.
That's not going to go away, though.
For 2 months of my career.
I know, but it's not going to go away. Yeah.
You only wore that thing for 2 months?
Yeah. Like, it was like, well, I had to start wearing it like February. And we went February till May in the playoffs that year. So
how come it's so edged in my head then?
I know. Because every picture that you see is
They only took pictures of you when you were wearing that then.
I know. They didn't even do anything. I don't know why I even wore it. I mean, Ted Sater said I had to wear it, so that's why I wore it. But stupid.
So really, that's how the conversation went. He really said, I want you to wear, you're wearing this thing.
No, you have to wear it because, it was supposed to be, so I didn't miss any more games. I missed a few games because I pinched a nerve in my neck.
Yeah. Well, look who's back here. Larry Melnick's best buddy, Larry Podwell. Oh,
Mudsy, he's down in Florida. 85 degrees in Florida.
So, Mel, what was your highlight of the show? Obviously, it's going to be something about you.
Well, just the fact that I had to invite myself onto it was
Begged to come out. He begged to
a
come out.
problem in itself.
Right.
All of a sudden, I see some bald-headed guy that I thought I recognized.
From some Survivor.
Well, first of all, I looked. I said, "Holy shit, he looks fat to me." And my wife said, "Well, he doesn't look that bad." I said, "You know who that is?" She said,
Fat.
"No." She said,
Fat.
"No." Well, you had to put on some weight to go on to Survivor.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So so
That's my
I
buff.
I don't even know how, because I wasn't on Facebook. I'm not on whatever, all those other shit, techie bullshit stuff.
Right.
And somehow I got on. I said, "Holy shit, these guys are doing a podcast." Well, I used to play there. And then you had somebody. I said, "How the hell do I got to get a hold of these guys." So, and I don't know how I did it, or I guess I emailed you, or
I think he messaged me on Facebook or something. Yeah.
was that how it? Yeah.
Well, for a guy who's not, you're not on Facebook, but then you messaged him on Facebook.
There's
Jeep, I've been on this show for probably a year, and I wasn't on Facebook until just before that. Seriously, and even now, if I don't get
how lucky for us, Mel.
Well, I know, and I apologize to people because when I'm on Facebook, my kids are saying this that was from 2017, Dad. You're talking to nobody. I said, "Well, sorry. Why don't you try and teach me?" So, anyways, getting on the show, and then I said, "Well, holy shit, I could probably do that." And then yesterday, Jeep, you were gone, and Ron, you weren't there. But Tom says, "I'm going to have Melnick on, but what the fuck is he going to talk about?" He says that right to my face, Jeep.
Well, I did. I really didn't know that you had a personality like this.
Come on, Mel hasn't changed since you played with him.
You're right. That was my mistake. I didn't.
To be honest, I never said much. I didn't talk much.
No,
you did. I was. You know what? I told this before. When I got traded from Edmonton, and then Steve Smith shot the puck in his own net.
Yeah.
He took my job. I thought it was my last. I'm surprised that I didn't get sent down to where was it, New Haven at the time. So that to me, that was my last shot. If I was not going to make New York at that time, I said I was done. I'd probably that would be it. Send me down to the minors. I don't know.
You know what? One of my highlights of this was what I swear to God, Mel, when I say this is actually going to be a compliment. Okay, so get ready for this.
Holy shit! Hold on.
I know. So when you were fighting Dave Brown,
yeah,
I was so fired up. Not just the fact that you won that fight, but you stood there and he was throwing lefts at you, and you were rearing back and just bombs with the left hands. Like it wasn't like you were just throwing punches. It was like, screw this, I'm going to throw him where I'm going down. Right? I was seriously. I thought I love that. It was good.
That was the highlight of the show.
That was one of my highlights, Ron.
Okay.
Okay, Ryan, what's your highlight of the show for the past
Thanks,
year?
Bob.
Pleasure, man. Ron, what was yours?
What's that, Tom?
Are we bothering you today? This is New Year's Eve show. Let's go.
I know it is. I know. No, my highlight of my show. I don't know. I don't really have one. I like every show. I enjoy this kind of shit.
One of your best lines, I think, Ron, from last year was the hallway sex.
Yeah, I had lots of that with my ex-wives.
Yeah.
No, Tom. I think the funny part is when Gresh gets going about the pubs and that's on 86th Street and that that's uptown, that's downtown. No, that's in wherever Long Beach.
Yeah, the Long Beach, the pubs in Long Beach.
Yeah,
the pubs in Rye.
He can't remember
like landmarks,
But you remember the streets. I think we got to write this down and call you on whether the pub is actually on those streets.
Well, the digs and the fireside were between on Buffalo. They were one on each side of it on the street on Buffalo Avenue where I live.
You know what I like too is that Ron had 1 year 40 years ago where he met everybody in his life. It was like 40 years ago.
I did.
And then he hasn't met anybody since, and never before that. It was that 1 year and 40 years ago.
All his best friends own pubs too.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys know what restaurant in Manhattan was the first restaurant ever to have a menu?
First restaurant, man.
See, that's because I know fucking restaurants.
I know you do. Yeah.
What?
Which one is it?
I'm not telling you guys now.
McSorley's Old Ale House?
No. Delmonico's downtown. Not the one on 36th Street, the one downtown.
Oh, here we go. Pods wants to know about the Mug and Ale in Rye. Oh, wow.
Used to call that the shrug and fail. After you'd go up to try and talk to some girl, and she would just turn you away, and you'd.
James, nobody turns you away. What are you
talking? Come on. That's
Jeep. You can't take the toilet bowl to the bar.
I know. I needed something to talk about.
So the Mug and Ale, everybody knows, we would practice at Rye Playland, and the Mug and Ale was probably 10-minute drive from there. So after practice, we would go to the Mug and Ale, sit there and have lunch, and then wait for everybody to get off the train after work. And by that time, we'd be there for 4 or 5 hours having cocktails.
Yeah.
Or we went there. I remember after some road trips when we get back. I don't know, midnight. We'd try and get there before last. It started dying down.
Before last call by 3:30.
Yeah, exactly. Try and get there between 1 and 3.
Mug and Ale. Yeah.
What was that? I don't remember that bar. Was it classier than the pub?
Yeah, it was one step up.
Classier than the pub. The pub was nasty. Oh man, the pub was something else, right? The pub was basically an old train car they just plopped down in the middle of town and made a bar into.
Yeah. Not even like was that a building or was it just the way it was?
I think people told me it was actually a train car. They just
it just chopped off with something else and stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's got Nicky Petito's head print in it.
Oh man. So we probably told a story. So in the middle of the bar, as you step towards the bar itself, inside, there's a beam running down the middle, and it was lower at one end than the other. And so you knew that if you attended that place several times. So Nick Fitio would duck underneath. Now, Nick was not a great drinker. He'd have beers with the boys, but it didn't affect him too well. And then he would turn around to leave and forget the beam was lower than his head. And we knew that he was going to do it all the time. And the sound when he hit his head on the beam was...
Or you go to the bathroom, you stand against the wall, bang.
And the funny thing was too that Nicky was great. He wouldn't stay mad long, but we would also so instead of warning him, we would let him do it, and then he would get mad and start chasing everybody out the door. And
then he had to go put a Band-Aid on the beam. And then he didn't get very mad then. Come on, somebody put a Band-Aid on that beam. That beam's got to be broke.
Oh, that was funny. I know we told this story too, but when you put the red and white checkered shirt of his on the table like it was a tablecloth, that was classic.
That's top 3 funniest things I've ever seen in a dressing room.
Yeah.
With the plate and the fork and knife and
totally.
Flour. I went to the corner store, my arm was in a sling, so he comes in. Nicky doesn't look for anybody else, comes after me. He gets to the corner and he pinched my nose. My nose was red right at the end. I looked like Ronnie the Red-Nosed Ranger. It was right at Christmas time, too.
Did Dukes have a place in Portchester called Detroit's?
Yeah, I was with them. We had that together.
Oh, really? Where was that?
The old Caldor Shopping Center.
But I thought that was 21 North.
Well, that's what it was called before that. Before it was called Detroit's.
Oh, okay. Oh.
We didn't own it when it was called Detroit's.
Oh.
Larry Tortorisi owned it before that.
Oh, okay.
We went in and there was a rock and roll place, and then they just cleaned it out, painted it with black paint, threw a bunch of TV screens up, some lights flickering like they did in the studio, and charged $10 at the door to get in.
And the famous story about 21 North, Ron, you go ahead and tell that story, please.
Which one?
How you named it 21 North?
Oh, no. Coming up 95. We had no idea what to name this place. Come up 95, had to stop we're drinking alcohol. We're in a limousine, had to stop for a quick leak on the side of the road. Get out of the car. We're all yelling at each other, and back then everybody smoked. Well, I was smoking cigarettes, and I go there, 21 North, and that's how 21 North came in.
That's how you named the bar, 21 North. Good.
But there's a couple good stories, but I can't mention the people's names. But they were wives and girlfriends got caught in the bathrooms there.
Oh, yes.
And they were doing.
It was snowing in there?
I think it was snowing or something like that. And they called me up and they go, Ron, I go, let him go. What you gonna arrest them? I don't even know if they were all married yet then, but they were like girlfriends in the bathroom. They were doing it on top of each other, like get pictures, will you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeep, are you in Medicine Hat?
I am. Yes, I am.
Beautiful Medicine Hat, eh?
Mel, hold on, Mel. Whose jacket is that? Is that your jacket?
Hold on a sec. Jeep, that's the beginning of the foothills. Right?
It is. No, I don't know. The foothills are a little closer to Calgary, I think.
Yeah. So are you in Trevor Linden Arena, or is there anything Trevor Linden there?
No, it's the Co-op Arena, a new arena. It's one of the best arenas in the league. It's probably 4 or 5 years old. And
is that where Trevor Linden's from?
Yep.
Yeah, he was the top junior here.
Gresh, did you play in Medicine Hat when they had it was all black and orange? That was their colors.
The seats were all screwed up colors.
The seats were all black and orange.
And they had Bobby Gassoff on defense and this other gorilla head. That's all they had that team, a bunch of fucking loony birds.
Mel, you know what? What kind of jacket is that?
Smoking jacket.
No. This is. I tried to help Dave and Pamela out. I've been shopping quite often on Amazon, or the Bay, or Tip Top, or German and Bond, or wherever. If you guys remember where I shop, Hugo Boss. So I got the colorful light, German and Bond with the.
You can sell that.
That is a good one. Okay, so you're saying that's a new jacket?
You bought it like that? You bought it like that?
Today's New Year's, Jeep. Come on, we got to dress up a little bit. So
you actually bought it like that? Did you see pictures of it?
Yeah.
And you still bought it?
Mel, you can sell advertising on those lapels.
Those are back in, Ron.
Plug it in, Mel.
Yeah.
So Tommy's jackets are back in now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Plug it in. You get the plug in there, or put the battery in?
Got the lights. Put the lights on around your head.
Oh,
gosh.
No, what do you get for Christmas? Brand new what?
Me?
Yeah.
Who's me?
Anybody. Mel, what did you get for Christmas?
Well, jackets, clothes, another watch, sunglasses.
Oh, wow. Jeep.
Golf shoes.
I got sweaters, socks. I got a Ring doorbell.
Oh, you got a Ring doorbell?
One of those the cameras.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna put that in my cabin that you can just hook it up to your phone, so you can.
Does that they work?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I gotta get one. I like those things.
You have to have a combination for the front door as well, or so that the renters and the people like myself can get in.
No renters, but you definitely have free.
Don't make,
pass through. No.
Don't make the numbers too complicated because they'll forget them.
It'll be something like 3333 or real easy.
Tom, what did you get for Christmas?
I got some flashing lights.
They're nice.
This was last Christmas. This was last Christmas we got these?
Yeah, last year.
I got bottles of vodka for my sons.
What kind?
Bottles?
Yes, several bottles. Grey Goose.
Which
is a lot more, that's beyond my pay grade, but they were good. They were small bottles, but.
What?
They were small bottles with holes in them.
I guess you're busy for New Year's tonight, right? You're gonna.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mel, what are you doing for New Year's?
Well, I had to shower. Rochelle says we have to go out, so right after the show, I gotta take her for a date. I think my son will come. Everyone else is sick, so we're just gonna go to. I got $200 worth of gift cards to go to Earl's and the chain here in Canada, Earl's.
Yeah.
So what is that, like a food place or?
Yeah, bar. There's a bar. Walk up, sit up bar.
What do you have, like a plate of nachos or something? Or?
Garlic sausage and cheese. Pierogies.
Nice.
I heard that in Canada there's a lot of in Winnipeg they got a lot of this new virus, Jeep. Got like 1,100 cases yesterday or the day before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost spiking. So another week or two. And I'm watching. I was watching football.
3:30. Hold on, I just got straight out. 3:30, Jack. So I'll be up. Go ahead.
I'm watching Tennessee and Purdue yesterday. I was just flipping channels. They're playing one of those many bowls. There's like 70,000 people in the stands. Everyone's got a beer. No one's wearing a mask, and they're like having the time of their lives. And all the arenas are shut down here. Can't have any fans, or in Manitoba, no fans allowed. And
and I need to correct something too, because I think I said that the fans are not allowed at your games, but you're still having the games. You are not having the games, correct?
We are playing. So in Manitoba, because our league is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC, and U.S. division. But Manitoba's allowed no fans for the next 2 weeks. That's why we've canceled some home games. That'll reschedule those. And then, we're playing tomorrow in Medicine Hat, and it'll be a normal crowd. So some places it's normal, some places
it's amazing how that virus knows that, huh?
What's that?
It's amazing how that virus knows what buildings.
Yeah, exactly.
What buildings it can't.
Yeah.
Like I think this thing is blown so far out of proportion that it's insane. If you're vaccinated or double vaxxed or triple, whatever it is now, I don't know if you're up to how many shots are you up to now? Just 3, right? 3 so far.
3 is with the booster.
Yeah, if you get sick or you get the sniffles or you're coughing, you're not gonna die.
Well, if you Mel, your daughter had a pretty rough case of it too, right?
Because you were diverted to Boston yesterday or wherever the hell you were, you missed some integral medicinal. 5 days she was bedridden.
Was she double vaxxed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it hits.
Does she have underlying medical problems?
No, really, no.
Mel's daughter.
Well, that's why she moved out, Tom.
Cool.
It was time. But Jeep, you guys drove in yesterday?
We drove Medicine Hat yesterday. Our game was canceled yesterday in Swift Current, so we just practiced there and then headed farther west for our game tomorrow.
So as the leader of the band out there, are you gonna go have a nice supper by yourself or with Matt Cockle, and have a little wine or something? Or what are you gonna do tonight?
We have a team meal. That's the leader of my players, my 24 players who are with us, and we're going to actually a Texas barbecue place for dinner, and then we'll just be hanging out at the hotel.
Is your guy that was in the World Juniors, is he back?
He's back home. We gave him a week off. We had a player on the Swiss team as well, so both of them are back in Winnipeg. Just I think, and both of them were pretty disappointed, heartbroken the way it ended, and just thought, let them go home and have a week. They basically missed 2 games that they could have been part of, but in the long run, they'll be rested and ready to go.
Well, yeah, coach.
It must have been the U.S. players that weren't able to play, right?
2 U.S. players tested positive, and 2 others from other teams.
Yeah,
that's what I don't get. Like, so 4 players of all the players in the tournament, and they canceled the tournament. That's what I have a hard time understanding.
I don't get it either. I just know, there was complaints about the facilities and some of the hotels, and how they were with Omicron being where it is right now, and how they were still mixing in with I guess the general population, that teams were frustrated and players were frustrated. And I don't know if the government got involved and said, listen, the numbers are spiking so high, you got to shut this down. But it seemed pretty panicky or premature.
Yeah, I don't mean to be critical, but this wasn't like this junior hockey thing was planned like on December 15th to take off on December 26th, right?
Yeah.
You probably planned this like a year in advance to where they're going to. What do you think? Wouldn't you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you think that this virus has been around almost 2 years now?
Well, but we didn't know about this variant until recently, right?
Oh,
Rochelle, put some clothes on.
You still got the other ones.
Hold on. Is Rochelle walking around naked?
Gee. She did that on purpose.
No, can't concentrate.
Mel's going to take 2 minutes out of the show.
Hold on.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Mel's going to take 30 seconds.
Mel's busting too. Look at him.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway.
Sorry. Rochelle hasn't been on the show for like a month now.
I know. She's naked all the time. She's walking around naked all the time. That's why.
She's trying to censor me too.
Oh, really? Why?
She started to watch, like she stays up at night and she watches the show now. Takes notes. She wanted me to bring up a couple of topics today, but I don't.
Bring them up. Bring them up.
Well, can I finish what I was talking about?
Yes, Ron. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Come on.
Ron, your point was
I think whoever organized this should have their asses kicked.
Why?
Well, you know that there's the Delta variant is still out there. That didn't show up yesterday either.
Right.
This other thing showed up 2 months ago. We were supposed to get these kits or whatever from our government. They never did nothing. So you take all these guys and put them in one hotel. You rent the hotel, or whatever town it's at. So if all those teams are in Edmonton, and some teams are in Red Deer, right? The other 5 teams,
Yep.
whatever. So I'm sure they have a hotel that can fit the teams in those 2 towns, and you block them all in and let them play. You don't have to have them running around in different hotels, and you have the bus drivers vaxxed up and checked every day and everything else, and you have these games going. If they're on the ice skating around, there's people in the stands. They're not going to it's not going to jump over the glass. You get sick. I mean, I feel bad for these kids because they work. I feel worse for them than I do for the Olympics, because I think the Olympics sucks anyway. But that's okay, my opinion.
You know what? Obviously they were not in enough of a bubble. Like now, with our team, we do everything just as a team. Like even our meals, when we're going to a restaurant tonight, but we're in a private room. Most of our meals we're bringing into the hotel now. So you're in the hotel, the rink, on the bus. It's just us. And then if you look at every superstar in the NHL right now, they all played in the World Junior.
Yeah.
Like the World Junior for these kids, it's their 3 weeks to shine in the spotlight.
Huge stepping stone.
It is the the lead into huge NHL careers. This is when we first see these elite players, the best players in the league: Panarin, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews. They're first on that hockey stage at the World Juniors
against other top players too.
Against all the best in the world. And Ovechkin, Crosby. Look at every one of those guys. I remember John Carlson, the defenseman, scored an OT to win it.
Yeah.
1 year when they won the World Championships or the World Junior Championships. So that's, for hockey fans, for scouts and teams, and then for these players, it's all ended and taken away. And I couldn't get it after. The facts coming out now that they probably weren't isolated enough, and there weren't that many positive tests. So
like the whole 4 positive tests thing. I think.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
Whatever this variance is now, it came from South America or South Africa, whatever. They knew this 2 months ago. It wasn't like it just showed up Christmas morning.
Yep.
It was a gift. No, I
agree. But that's been the thing from the start, almost 2 years ago, right? With the whole thing, and I agree with 100%. It's like the unknown and not reacting to it properly has been the.
Mel, do you have reservations at Earl's?
No, I just walk in.
Oh,
they know you there, right?
Pretty much. My son worked there. My son's first job was at Earl's, so I'd sit at the bar like Norm, wait for his shift, which might be, 4 or 5 hours, and
who's that down at the other bar? Well, that's my dad.
Always the first seat at the bar, and always if I'm in a chair or in a booth or whatever, always have to have my back to the wall.
You have your own parking spot there too?
No.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to get that at the golf courses, and I'm not having much luck.
No, will you wear that jacket when you go out with your wife tonight?
I'm going to, Tom. Yep.
Has she seen it yet?
She knows. Yeah. I got like 5 of these in different colors, in case you're curious. Different styles too.
Mel, you get your own parking spot at the golf course.
Handicap sign.
No, I have one of those. You can take one. You know the pylons, right? You know the pylons.
Yeah.
You take one of those and put it in that spot, and everybody's going to think it's there because of the building put it there or something. So when you get there, you take it out, then take your car and go to leave, put it back in. So when you come back, it's still there, and nobody will move it.
Yeah. So there's going to be another variant, right? They got to have something else to talk about. Yeah. So there will be another one probably from wherever.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a fourth shot. We're going to need a fourth shot, and we're probably going to need a shot every year after that. Just like
it's all part of the master plan, eh?
That's right.
So what is the master plan? What are they trying to do? Control us all or what?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to. We're not political on this show. We'll just.
No, I don't. No.
So who knows?
Yeah, we don't need anything political on the show.
Hey, can we get some of those mugs made from Steve Smith? Not the Steve Smith who shot in his own net.
Yes.
That'd be nice to get.
With our own numbers on them? That'd be nice.
That'd be sweet, hey?
Whatever you want.
What do you think?
I want one from the
Let's see yours, Mel.
It's kind of small though, isn't it? Like I've got the big.
Well, hold up the whole thing. Big back of it. I like that. What is that? Like a 12 or 16 ouncer?
That's a 16 ouncer.
I like it.
Yeah.
I want something bigger though.
It's in plastic, so he just wraps around. Don't throw it in the dishwasher. And then
hold on, that's plastic.
Well, it's a sticky plastic that has to wrap around. Yeah, but he can like that Yeti you've got.
Yeah.
He did on mine. He did AC/DC. He's got my name on it. He's got Stanley Cups on it. He's got a machine that will just drill like a 1/16th of an inch into your mug, your Yeti. It looks unbelievable.
Do you pay him for this?
I do.
You sure?
How about the other Steve Smith? You pay him for shooting the puck in the net?
Taking away your job.
Well, he did, but then that's when I came to New York. So it actually worked out.
Yeah, it's true.
It worked out. We went farther than they did in '86.
Worked out good for us.
Wow, Larry Podwell is back. Like, well, you mentioned Larry Podwell was golfing. Like, was he golfing for the last 2 months?
Pretty much.
Wow.
I think he drinks more than we do.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got a problem.
He likes
Oh,
the Caesar. It's a Caesar. It's a little thinner than a Bloody Mary mix.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Gresh, so what are we doing tonight, you and I? What's up? What are you doing? Where are we going?
Well, I'm going to do what I did for the last 20-some years.
Right.
Go to the casino.
Cocktail. I'm going to have a cocktail. And then I'm going to watch my balls drop.
Watch your balls drop? So now when you're gambling, like, are you sitting around telling stories and everything too at the same time? Like, people know, hey, that's he's telling old stories. 40 years ago, I met this guy.
No, I don't say anything. I sit there and I'm quiet. Don't complain. Don't yell at bad cards. Nothing.
Really?
No.
True?
So when bad cards, what if someone's a real bad player comes up to your table?
The games I play, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter, eh?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, you don't play blackjack or 21.
I don't play blackjack. That's somebody else can make you win or lose a hand. I don't play that. I play the ones you get dealt the cards, 3-card poker.
With blackjack, somebody else can dictate your game.
Well, if you're sitting there, say you got the guy's got the dealer showing a 4 or 3 or 5 or something, right?
Right.
And the last guy at the end has a 3. He goes, "Well, I'm going to take a card." He takes a card. It's a 10, and he busts. And then the dealer throws over a 10 and a 3. He could have busted that card. And then he gets a 7 for 20, and he wins. You lose.
Hey, Gresh, so Tommy, you obviously don't gamble.
No.
But you always want to sit in one of the first chairs. You don't want to sit at the end.
Right.
But when Steve Smith, my neighbor Steve Smith, not the Steve Smith that shot the puck in his own net, go gambling, we sit beside each other and we get the table going with, John back and forth, and we'll talk the table up, kind of like we do here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And when we get a winning hand, like, we'll throw our arms in the air and give us another, bring on the girl.
Play blackjack, Mel? What do you play?
This is 4-card blackjack, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say we're playing blackjack and the dipshit on the end pulls a card that he shouldn't. Like, we'll have already prepped him. We'll say, listen, nice haircut, you dipshit. Nice sweater. Or nice
you give it to him?
Right after he's when he shakes his head, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done it. He said, no shit, dipshit. That's just.
So what happens when Flocky Hockey is with you and Steve Smith? Do you guys all go together?
I don't think that's happened, but Flocky and I and his wife Teresa have gone gambling, and it was pretty loud.
This is the wife that you almost broke up their marriage, right?
That's right. Yeah. So no, it gets Tommy. And here's another. I stole a line from some show. I say to the waitress, listen, my Uncle Steve here and I need a beer every 7 minutes. Try not to forget. Here's $5. That. So they'll have one freaking cocktail waitress in a room of 1,200 people.
So that's so good. That's awful. You can't do that.
No.
Yeah, I had a couple of Jack and Cokes the other night, and I usually don't have that, but then now I know why. I only had one because they must put the out of a fountain or something, the Diet Coke or whatever. It tastes like crap.
You said first of all you said you had a couple, and then you said you had
one. You said you only had one. I thought you only had one, but they kept refilling that one.
No, I had more than one, but one of them was only with the Coke in it. The girl made a mistake. I don't make her feel bad, because my son had one with Diet Coke or Coke, whatever, and his buddy had one. Like now I know what, like Jack Daniels comes, if it was supposed to be mixed, it would come mixed, wouldn't it?
That's what your father used to say.
Yeah. I mean, like, why would you want to?
Are you not having a drink right now, Ronald?
Oh, I got kind of like overserved 2 nights ago.
And that's why you got diverted to Boston.
Yeah.
You're a little foggy with maybe a female in the passenger seat.
What happens at Mohegan Sun stays at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of Vegas thing, right? Mohegan Sun's nice though. The place is big though. We went to Michael Jordan's MJ23 to eat, or Michael Jordan's, whatever it's called.
You used to have that in Grand Central too. They used to have that restaurant, right? Yeah. Yes, sir.
You're well, you don't live in New York anymore. The mayor's leaving after tonight.
Yeah. What a terrible.
That's cause for celebration right there, right?
Buffoon he is. Big Bird.
Yeah. I wonder if they're ever going to look for that $783 million that got misplaced.
Nah. Just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Didn't he hire his wife for a bunch of jobs? And
that's one of them right there.
James, did you ever wear a jacket like Mel has on?
No, I don't like wearing a white jacket like that. Maybe if it was blue or black, the same jacket, I'd maybe try it.
It's a light gray, James.
It looks. I don't know. Doesn't it look like almost white?
It does look like white here. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Mel, are you going to have some cocktails tonight, Mel?
Yeah, that's white.
Okay. I see it. It's off white then.
And you only wear it on certain days, just for an hour or so. When Rochelle gets dressed up, I gotta get it done.
Do they? It's did. Ira.
Thank you, Mimsy. What did she just say? Did you?
What was that last one?
Looks off white.
Then she said, was the next one.
Came on here. Do you like playing on New Year's Eve?
No.
Depends who was with.
We played. I remember one New Year's Eve we played, Mel.
Yep.
And we had the team party at some place, and it was mostly for the married couples. And it might have been, I know it was like 86, 85, 86. And I stopped by for a beer. I had one beer at the team party and then left. And I remember and then the next day when they divvied up the bill, it was like $250 or $40 a person, and I didn't have a thing to eat.
Expensive beer.
Yeah.
Oh God. Who was the guy, James? We got to remember the guy that said that you dated his ex-wife. His ex-wife. That,
no, I remember. Yeah, that was another highlight of the year that I don't.
You had a couple of times where people like really threw some like serious jabs at you.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's one guy who he always posts in the comments, Ron White or something like that. He doesn't like me.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
There's probably quite a few whites out there.
What's that, Gresh?
What's that? I said this.
Mel, you got any homework? What did your wife want you mention?
What did she want?
What did she want other than some clothes for you to mention?
Well, what do you think she want?
Money.
So yesterday I wasn't on my bed. Tony Long was ripping me. He's a buddy of mine on Messenger and Facebook now, and he said, "You know what he said? We were talking about the Winter Classic, Tom. You know what he says to me? First of all, I'm way too down on the depth chart to be invited, but he says, yeah, you were in the Winter Classic, but they forgot to mention you in the book.
I saw that.
Are you? Come on, Jeep.
I know.
How can you say stuff like that?
I know.
And he also said,
Cups.
Hey,
Cups, you don't even remember that? And as good as those Oiler teams were, I think it was a lot of times the guys.
The fifth liners.
Well, no, Mel played.
the plumbers, exactly.
Yeah, the guys, the meat and potato guys, the guys who did the dirty work on those teams allowed the skill to run free.
That's right.
So
And open the door very well too.
yeah, so that would, I mean, you have a right to be pissed off about the book. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, the outdoor games.
Yeah. But then he says, "Hey, make sure you get Melnick the Paul Henry number."
Well, that's right.
Hey,
somebody posted today about a whole bunch of signed memorabilia you had sent to them, and how nice it was. Somebody posted that.
There's a couple guys on Messenger and Facebook asked for some autographs.
Very nice.
Yeah, I usually get one a month. Here's one. Well, there's my address. Shit, sorry.
Hey, Mel kind of looks like a movie star, kind of, with the.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Like the guy that's like was a big movie star. Now he's a producer.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, exactly. Well, he's like a movie star from the 70s.
Yeah.
What's
like Alec Baldwin kind of thing. Like
Kurt Russell.
Like he could be in McMillan and Wife or like Rockford Files, something like that.
Don't you see Alec Baldwin in him a little bit?
Yeah, I maybe see a little bit of that too. Yeah. Mel would kick Alec Baldwin's ass.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like,
yeah, absolutely. He'd
feed him. Mel hasn't shot anybody today.
I know, but he's up. I like how Baldwin's like so upset about the whole thing too. I didn't pull the trigger.
No, I know. I have guns. They go off by themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
You hear that bang? He's an idiot. But anyway,
so what's like, James? Will you go out for a few beers after the game or no?
No, tonight.
Well, that's right. That's right. You're not playing tonight.
We play tomorrow. We'll have a team meal. You know what? I never would drink around our players.
Yeah, good idea.
So I know the radio guy is invited me back to his. He's inviting the coaches and the management staff for a beer in his room later. So I might go up and have one beer, but I just I mean, I'd never ever have a drink around the players. It's just not.
Yeah, no, you're smart.
It's not their.
Yep.
You don't want to go down that lane. So.
Yep.
That's like Tom. Tom quit drinking now.
No. Not true.
Well, he quit drinking off his deck.
We just don't drink in public.
Yeah.
That's why you have a Yeti, Tom.
That's right. Out the back deck. We'll be on the deck shortly.
Dogs barking. Women screaming.
Yeah.
Mom, you doing anything tonight?
No, nothing. Nope. I'll be on the back deck all bundled up to get the heater going and everything. Actually, it's not that cold though. So
it's nice out today.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's like minus probably -8, 7 or 8 or almost 10 here.
Yeah.
And I looked, it was like you guys are in the 50s there in New York.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. We had some off-ice conditioning for the girls' high school team this morning. It was T-shirts and shorts. Yep.
Oh, you did that, Tom?
That's right, Ron.
You wear that too?
Yes, I did. Did you?
That's after. Is that after your workout and your 3:30 in the morning walk?
Yeah.
You did that first?
It was done by 6:30, and then the girls started at 10 o'clock. We had off-ice conditioning. Did the ladder today. It's pretty cool. Did the ladder, then ran up some hills.
Awesome.
Did we do that stuff, the ladder with foot speed stuff? We didn't do that.
Yeah, I used to do the ladder all the time. How big, higher are the hills, or how long does it take you?
It wasn't that big. It was more like do the ladder for foot speed and then sprint up a hill. It was maybe
up a hill.
Yeah, 75 yards up the hill.
Oh, that's perfect though.
Yeah, that was good.
That type of.
Yep. Well, the head coach is really good. She really understands all that stuff. She's good. I just stand there and flex, right, Mel?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you doing it right next to them? You doing the ladder?
No. The old man does not do the ladder.
Yeah, I don't do it either anymore.
Yeah, that would open up a whole host of problems.
The ladder.
Did you try and get Dukes on or Dave?
No, you know what? I did not. I wasn't sure based on Mel's attitude whether we were going to have the show or not today, so I didn't want to reach out to other people. Look at him. Look at his attitude. Look at him. That's like that's.
No, are you mad? Are you mad now about the jacket comments?
Oh no, I could give a shit.
Okay, good.
No, it doesn't bother me.
The jacket looks pretty nice, Mel.
It does. You just have to see the whole outfit, Rod. It all matches. But there's
Mel, do you have any resolutions? New Year's resolutions?
no. We talked about this yesterday.
I know, but these guys weren't here for that, so I thought I'd.
No, I wasn't, but I agreed with what you said, Tommy. That's what I always feel.
Yeah.
Don't need.
Started. Yeah.
You don't have any?
Gresh, do you have a resolution or what?
Yeah, I had one back in like 1970. I wanted to play in the NHL.
Okay, nice. Mel, do you have white pants on? Barry Shelley wants to know.
No.
Stand up for us. Stand up for us. Come on. That's a blue sweater.
Yeah.
What kind of pants you got going there?
I don't know. Just some skinny jeans that most guys can't wear. James.
You don't have skinny jeans on, don't?
I sure do.
You have them like rolled up with a little cuff at the bottom and everything? Oh, God. Oh, my God. No, you're not going out in public like that. Please tell me.
Yeah.
Does Rochelle approve of that?
I'll take some pictures.
Does Rochelle approve of that, though?
What was I doing yesterday, Tom, in the afternoon? I sent you a picture.
Oh, that's right. That's a great picture. That was a very nice picture. Sitting out in the snow with your daughter, all bundled up warm, having a cocktail together.
We'll be doing that again today.
Nice. Yeah.
So
What
what's your drink today? What's the drink you're going to have today?
Just beer.
Oh.
Yep. PBRs. I've had a Caesar. I'll have a couple beers.
Can you seriously take a picture of you with the skinny jeans?
Sure.
Are they rolled up too, like they're rolled
Oh,
up?
they're not. No, they're not rolled up. Then you put on a nice pair of boots, Tom, that match the jacket or match the shirt.
With like those boots, those long boots that go up to your knees?
No, those are women's boots.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
How many drinks are you going to have?
Today?
Yeah. Will your eyes turn blue or not?
No. I've had two today, two already, so I don't know. One more.
No, who will drive tonight?
Rochelle will drive.
She'll drive, and then you're game on.
You'll be the passenger seat with your skinny jeans on.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your white shirt.
No, we like to do the happy hour starts at 2 or 3. So we're there from 2 to 5 or 5:30. We go home, and I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but we'll figure it out.
Well, she's running around no clothes on like she has been so far.
Daily thing, Tom.
Oh, gotcha. She's only human, right? She's only human.
Yeah. Daily thing.
Imagine that poor woman, like just having to resist you every day. Like just fight the yours. I can't every day with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so forgive me for anything I've said today, and forgive me for what I'm going to say right now. Because we're almost out of time, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's prepared this. Here we go.
No, well,
this is it. This last one of the year. This is going to be the last one of the year.
This is the last one of the year. So I've known her, Rochelle, for 30 some years, right? I drink beer. I drink Caesars. I drink. What else do I drink?
Everything.
A martini, or if I go to Mexico, I'll drink the fruity drinks. But she only drinks like wine, and she likes maybe the odd beer, but her favorite drink is Dickens cider.
So anybody that doesn't know what that's all about, there's a company called Dickens, and they make cider. So it's Dickens cider. So.
And on that note,
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's, you guys.
Hey, Tom, it took Ron. He's still not getting it.
I got it. I just think that's as funny as hell, Mel.
okay. Happy New Year's.
There's a great video out there if you guys want to see it too on YouTube, Dickens cider video. But that's all right. Happy New Year's, everybody. James,
Year's.
good luck with everything.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Ciao.
See you guys.
Hey, happy New Year's to everyone out there.
With those skinny jeans, Mel.
Yeah.
I hope you-
Send a picture of those jeans, Mel. That's really good.
Happy New Year.